Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's StarCraft 2 broadcast, brought to you by Captain America SC2. We have another game from LiquidSheth here. It's a little ZVP, and Sheth here, spawning as the red Zerg in the bottom left-hand corner of ESV Cloud Kingdom. His opponent, the blue Protoss player, it is Play, in the top right corner. These replays are available on the LiquidSheth replay pack of the week from Team Liquid Pro. Check them out. The link is down below, and every time I say that, somehow I'm rhyming, and I'm driving myself insane, I tell you. Oh, yes, that replay pack is down below, so go check it out. It is quite fun. I think this is about the 5th game I have been looking at in the pack so far. A lot of ZVTs. If you're a Terran or a Zerg out there, you want to work on the ZVT matchup, check them out. You see some interesting play from a couple different people. There is a Marine Raven play in the one of the games cast with Sheth here, and I think the other ones were mostly Marine Tank. So check it out and have some fun. There's a ZVZ in there as well, and I'll try and get a few more up before the night is over. LiquidSheth here, well, he's going to be up against a Forge Fast Expand by the looks of it, of course, from Play. What's that saying? If you don't Forge Fast Expand or die, I think is how it goes. Pool first from Sheth, just in case of any harassment from the Forge with the cannons and the probe here. The Forge going down first, timed up nicely with the pool, so cannons will finish by the time any links could be at the base. Actually, a pylon block now from Play here, going to delay this expansion, but Sheth, meanwhile, looks like he's going to take the third. Yes, it does. That drone is coming, hasn't yet. There we go, waiting for the minerals at 300 now, so Sheth. Oh no, Play is onto it though. He's over here with his probe. Could he delay this hatchery yet again? Drone trying to chase away the probe, but unable to do any real damage. Now he'll be able to get the third up, and the probe going back into the main for a scout. Looks like it actually is going to attack the hatchery as Sheth takes his third for his second base. Queen out as well, and 4 lings. So a little bit of a standoff now as we wait to see where Play goes. Throwing his Nexus down now. Forging the Nexus, and then a cannon, most likely, yeah. There goes the cannon. The Overlord here, being chased away. Now, an interesting placement here. There goes the gateway. The pylon behind the wall, of course, to power it. And there's a little bit of a gap left here. If we'll see another pylon from Play to help wall this off and leave room for perhaps a Zealot block. The Ling's taking out the pylon at the natural, so Sheth likely going to get up his third base. As soon as he takes that pylon out, we'll have to wait and see. And 1 gas geyser going down. 2 geysers actually in the main for Play at this point. There goes the third for Sheth actually, as he pushes over with the links and that pylon to finish off the wall. If you check, let's select all these buildings. See, there's still a good gap here for the lings to run through. Too big, I think, for a Zealot to block. But this probe could easily wall it off if it needs to. At this point, though, we're talking how many lings do we have? 6 lings. Okay, well, here they go. Probe, yep, throws down the pylon to block it off. Probe actually going to fall. And another probe here, though, throwing the 4 down. Yep, so Sheth able to harass a little bit, gets 1 probe, and forces a pylon to be thrown down and then cancelled as the Zealot comes out. And going to saturate his third base at +1 weapons. Early +1 weapons here from Play. Let's see if he wants to do a +1 Zealot. Harass. It could possibly be the case. At this point, staying on 2 geysers, and what is he chronoing? Chronoing out that +1, so looks like we're going to see maybe a +1 timing from Play. As Sheth drones up here, taking a geyser in the main. Will he go for roaches in defense? Let's see. He scouted the the core, and he knows the Forge is there, but he does not know yet about +1 timing. Heading his way shortly. Actually, just out of the Overlord's vision here, and we'll have to wait to see how Sheth chooses to defend this. He's droning up. Check that income count right now, up by about 3. Quite a few probes being chronoed out from Play. Or is he using all of his chrono? Oh, there we go. Chronoing, yep, chronoing warp gate. So it looks like a warp gate +1 timing with Zealots, as actually, yep, 3 gateways going down. So we're going to see 4 gate Zealot. Pressure here, perhaps. Do we have a pylon? There's a Zealot out and a Stalker. but no proxy pylons yet, actually. Looks like the probe is on its way to get that pylon set up, so Play can do some damage here. Twilight Council on the way as well. Likely see at this point. What is he going to do? There's the Twilight Council. Double gas at the natural. Roaches coming for Sheth, so will he be able to get them out in time, though? He's droning up heavily here. And that pylon going down. The Link's coming over, though. We'll be able to snipe this pylon. Zealot and Stalker out. They could be surrounded here. Play has to be careful. Going to lose the Zealot. It is surrounded. And the Warp Gate is finished. No Warp-ins yet, though, from Play. He's holding off here to warp in, waiting for those Warp Gates to change. And here they go, warping in. Looks like Play is going to be able to hold this here with the Zealots, keeping the probe alive as well, and the original pylon. Now he'll be able to push in and do some damage. 5 roaches on the way. We'll be able to get out, most likely in time, to defend this third base, though. It could get a little close here. Blink and +2 weapons on the way for Play to follow this up. Staying on 2 base. And Zealot's coming in here on the Queen. She pulls back. Zerglings in. 1 Zealot into the mineral line. A Roach here trying to do some damage. The Queen, will she fall, though? 3 Zealots left. The Queen is in danger. Going to go down. Does go down. The Roaches, though, able to clean the rest of this army up. Actually 2 Zealots in the mineral line doing a good bit of damage. Only 4 workers killed. 4 Play as the Zealots do fall, and this pylon in danger now. So Play is going to have to fall back. Unable to do a whole lot of damage. Does get a Queen, though, and a few drones, as well as forcing a lot of roaches to be produced. 3 more gateways on the way. I think that takes him up to 7 at this point. So a 7 gate, maybe a +2 timing as well. There is chrono on that +2, and a lot of sentries here. So 4 sentries. Play will be able to hold off any kind of roach counter, but also he's going to be saving energy up to go for his +2 push. With quite a few pylons coming out. It looks like he was a bit of supply blocked. Lair and double Evo chamber for Sheth here on the way. Going to go for upgrades. And likely stick with roaches in the mid game. Yep, so 5 sentries actually now. Going to store up a lot of energy, and we'll likely see a push here from Play. +2 actually about to finish. And there's 2 pylons in the bottom right. Are they scouted, though, by this? Sheth does not see these, just out of position to spot those proxy pylons as Zealots and Stalkers. Here comes the +2 push with Blink. More guys just going down for Sheth as he tries. Oh no, he's throwing a macro hatchery into the main here. +1 missile attacks for the roaches. And there we go. Now he's going to go. Does not yet have roach speed, so he's going to have slow roaches without any upgrades against this. Could be a problem. Actually, Ling's running by into the natural here, forcing Play to hold back on his push a little bit. But now he pushes out through the gateway down to completely wall off. 1 Zealot left here all by himself in charge of the defense of the base, while Play pushes out towards the 3rd. A couple crawlers going down and roaches here. Will it be enough, though? More pylons going down. 2 probes, actually. Playing it safe. As I say that, there's 2 more pylons. So really committing to this, warping in now. 7. With that 7 gates, he's definitely into this. And here we go. Let's see what he can do at the 3rd. Will he be able to do enough damage to win the game here? Pushing in a couple force fields, trapping 1 roach as he pushes into the hatchery. Spine crawlers doing some damage. Not at the best angle, though. They are placed in this way rather than across. Roaches coming in from the right, though. Force fields from Play, able to force or block the roaches out. More in the 3rd here, going to fall. And Queen actually just barely alive. Roaches putting up good defense isn't enough, though. More force fields on the ram, trapping all of these roaches out of the battle as Stalkers come in to reinforce. And now we'll see that Blink micro come into play. 1 Queen goes down. A 2nd one here. Overlord falling, actually. And with the Blink micro from Play, if he does this right, with a couple force fields, he's going to be able to take this 3rd out. No Observer, though. Actually no Robo Bay for Play, I believe, at this point. So the Roach is able to burrow and heal, and that is going to put a cramp in Play style. He has to fall back to the pylon now. Unable to really deal with the burrowed roaches. And looks like 1 pylon might fall to these roaches. They are 1-0 to the 2-0 of Play. Meanwhile, though, the economy of LiquidSheth is superior, up by 20 harvesters at this point. The longer this goes on, he will be in a better position. Play actually going to move in, though, here to try and get a couple Queens. Gets 1, gets 2. Blinking back right on top of those roaches. Going to lose a few Stalkers. The supply count, actually, if you look at it, is about 60 ahead for Sheth. And Play just not able to do a significant amount of damage to this third. Does get a couple queens, but there are a huge number of roaches here, and they're just healing up as they burrow. While Play, meanwhile, is losing his stalkers here, unable to keep them all alive, and has a few in the red. With no observer, he's going for a double robo switch here to get out, get out an observer, and also probably switch into Immortals, and then Colossus. But really behind at this point by about 50 supply. Nice blink to get out of there. The roaches, though, able to hold the lines. Nice hold from Sheth with 11 more roaches on the way. Roach speed about to finish. +2 missile attacks for them, as well as +2 melee. Here we go. Here comes that first Immortal and an Observer as well. 4 sentries back at home to hold against any possible counterattacks. So Sheth doing a good job of holding there. Really just losing a couple queens. The workers lost count. It's up to 9 killed by Play, but we check that income tab. It's 18. An advantage of 18 for Sheth. The roaches here pushing out, going to clear out these proxy pylons, and then we'll likely see a little bit of aggression here. Sheth puts Play on the back foot. There is 1 Immortal, and are we going to see a second, possibly a third supply block, though, as those pylons fall, and that will hold Play up just a little bit. Infestation Pit coming out, Roach tunneling call, so we could have some buried roaches, and there's only 1 observer out on the map right now for Play, with that late Robo Bay going for the 7-gate push off of 2 bases. Really staying on 2 base now. Does not look like he wants to take a third. Going for +3 ground weapons. And Sheth is checking that third. Gonna see there's nothing there. Know that he's in a great position. Just wants to make sure there is no no ninja bases out on the map at this point for Play, and he'll be alright. He's in a superior position on 3. Grabbing his 4th base. Going for a Spire and a Hive Tech as well. Looks like 1 Immortal was trapped by the gateway, so Play had to take that out. I'm going for double Immortals here out of 2 Robo with Stalkers and Sentries. Likely do a push. Here we go. He's clearing out the third, and that is appropriate, so we'll see the third go up for Play. It is behind a little bit to Sheth's 4th, but actually, is he going to? He might just be faking this. Nope, the army of Play back at the natural. Looks like he might just be gearing up to go all in with this push once again. Not going to take a third. The Esoprobe comes out, though. He's got the minerals to do it, but he's just walling off. Play has no intention of taking that third. And we'll see him push out soon. He's probably waiting for +3 ground weapons and going to make one last attempt at winning this game here. More Stalkers coming in. So it will be Stalker, Immortal, Sentry. Here it goes. Now or never. It is the time. Play going out to try and win the day. Let's see what he's got. It's the 4th for Sheth, about to be saturated, taking a 5th as well. He does not. He's actually, as I was saying that, throwing up 7 Spine Crawlers. About to say he didn't have any, but he does have, looks like 9 here at the 3rd. And then another one going down, perhaps at the natural. Meanwhile, though, this Roach army coming into the back, taking out quite a few pylons and blocking, supply blocking Play. Play just cannot do anything with his army here. He's got this great big army with 6 Immortals and a lot of Stalkers and Sentries, but the Roaches are keeping him pinned. Every time he pushes out, they push in behind. And now he's going to have to blink over the force fields. So Play's push being slowed down significantly now, as Zealots do warp in here at the 4th. Going to run in and do some damage to Sheth's base. An Infestor popping out and running away just in time. Oh boy, that's quite a few Infestors. 9 Infestors over here. And it looks like the Roaches, though, are trapped away from the Infestors. Really need that help with the support from the Infestors against this army. Blink forward from Play, able to get a few of these. Actually could take out this entire army. Traps quite a few. This Roach army is going to fall as the Greater Spire goes down. Sheth losing quite a few units. The Observer here as well. 2 Scout. Now the Force Fields, though, actually not doing much of anything for anyone. All of the Roaches will go down. Sheth losing his entire army of Roaches, going into Broodlords now with Infestors. He's able to hold his 4th. Looks like Play able to take out a few more drones. Not quite a lot, as the Spine Crawler wall moves forward. Some Stalkers here. And Sheth is in a problem. He lost his whole army to Play in that engagement with the Roaches, and now 3 Spine Crawlers fall. Broodlord's coming, but they're just not soon enough. The 4th base will go down. Meanwhile, the 5th is over here, alive and well, but unsaturated. And Sheth is just buying time. He needs something of an army. He's got the Spinecrawler wall at the top of the ramp here with the Infestors. We see Infested Terrans. Fungals going down, actually, on the Stalkers here to pin them in place with the Broodlords. There just aren't enough, though. Only 4 left. 1 falls, 2 fall. There are 3 now out of the original 5, and 1 more. Looks like they could go down. Fungals, though. Infested Terrans in here. 3 Broodlords still doing a lot of damage, and all of the Stalkers have fallen to the fungal throats, and the Broodlords. The Immortals now falling back. 1 does go down. 5 left alive, but a fungal on them as well. And they are trapped now. Stalkers coming in to support. 1 Broodlord falls, a couple more at the top. And Sheth able to win that engagement with the Broodlord fungal composition, the Broodlord Infestor composition. Meanwhile, play actually is going to GG. That was it. On 2 bases. Mind out. His last push just unable to do enough damage to Sheth. And he had to tap out. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Captain America SC2 signing off. Keep crafting.